Hello, welcome and namaste everybody. We welcome you all in our weekly family reunion of eSIP follow-up of SIP Module 1 UHV. We like to welcome our school person and co-scholar Deepa Didi with us. Deepa Didi, namaste. Welcome.
Namaste, Bhaiya. Namaste, everyone.
Welcome, Didi. Over to you.
Yes, thank you, Bhaiya. I'll share the screen. Is it visible, Bhaiya?
Yes, yes, the screen is visible and your voice is also very clear.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Bhaiya. Namaste, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to our family reunion. Myself, Deepa Ji Nair from Cochin University of Science and Technology. So we are here to discuss student election program follow-up sessions on UHV. So in the previous session, we were discussing about the present effort, whatever efforts we are taking. So that was the discussion. So usually in the this is the very first session from student election program UHV module. So initially we will ask the students to make a list of your aspirations, achievements, and concerns. Hope you remember the thing what we discussed in the previous session. So that we'll be able to make them understand how UHV will help them in achieving their aspirations and addressing their concerns. So that was there in the very first session. And after that, if you remember the initial part of the session, we asked them to make a list of your efforts. What are the present efforts? So here we can see some list. We'll get the answer from the students studying. Most of them may be from engineering courses. So we can ask them why you are studying. So they may be saying that expect to become something. So after my studies, I want to become an engineer. So if they are doing a different course, doing MBA, I want to become a businessman. So why you want to become a businessman or why you want to become an engineer? There also we can get the answers. Someone may be saying that I want to get money. We can also ask the same question to ourselves. What are the present efforts we are taking? Why you are taking all these efforts? I want to become something. I hope most of the participants are from the faculty side. So that's the reason we can discuss the thing from the faculty side. Otherwise, if we have student participants, we need to ask them the questions every time. What are the present efforts? Why you are taking this effort? So can list out the answers from different participants. Engineering students, MBA students, maybe someone from different background, we can get different answers. Expect to become something, and then we can ask them the question, why you want to become an engineer? Why you want to become a businessman? So there we can see some options. Someone may be saying that I want to become an IAS officer. Someone may be saying that I want to become a scientist. Some of them may be saying that I want to become an artist. I want to become a musician. So we can ask them the question, why you want to become? Expect to do something. Why you want to become an engineer? They may be saying that I want to get money. Someone may be saying that I want to earn name, fame. I want to make my parents proud. I want to make my family, nation proud. Many such answers we can get. So in general, we can list it as expect to get or do something. Then we can again ask them the question, why you want to get money? If someone is saying that I want to get money, what is the purpose? Every answer, we can ask them the purpose. Why you want to get money? So there we can get an answer. We can ask the same question to ourselves also. If you are thinking that I am a teacher, the present effort, whatever I am taking, I want to become a good teacher. Like the previous session discussion, we got some answers similar to that. Why you want to become a good teacher? I want to help my students to learn well, something like that. So expect to get something. I have some expectations. So why you want to do that? Why you want to get that? So at the end, expect to be something. So what is your answer accordingly? Each of you can think about your present effort. So why you are taking this present effort? And again, you can ask the question, why? Expect to do something. What is the expectation out of it? And at the end, expect to be something. What will be the answer here? Can I get some responses? What can be the effort? Each of you can. How many student participants are there? Any of you want to, any of the student participants, you can just raise your hand. If there are any student participants, kindly raise your hand. Faculty participants? No student participants, I suppose. Faculty participants, yes. Veda Prakash ji is there. Others also, yeah, Chamundeshwari ji is there. Faculty participants can raise their hand. Yes, nice. So I think most of you are from, almost all of you are from the faculty side. So let us think about what, according to our effort, we can just explore these questions. What are our present efforts? Each of you can think about our effort. Why we are taking all these efforts? Expect to become something. So what I want to become? Can I get some responses from the participants? What are the present efforts? Yes, Nirupam ji.
प्रणाम भैया हाँ, चलो
Nirupam ji. Nirupam ji.
बताइए थी ना भाई
Nirupam didi.
हाँ ठीक बेटा ठीक
I think maybe by mistake. Yeah. Anyone want to say something regarding the present efforts? So this was the discussion we had in the previous session also. Last session, someone was saying, I want to become a good teacher. Why you want to become a good teacher? I want to make my students, maybe I want to give knowledge to my students, something like that. I don't remember it exactly. So, what you're expecting out of it, again, we can ask the question. So, what you're expecting, I want to, yeah. Veda Prakash ji is saying spending 2-3 hours daily in teaching. So, what that is the present effort. Nice, nice. Yeah. So, our present effort is we are teaching. So, why you are doing this? Can I get the answer for that, Veda Prakash ji? Expect to become something. Why you are doing this teaching? All of us, most of us, maybe doing teaching, we are doing some research works, we are involved in many activities, volunteering the UHV activities. So you can list out the present efforts, each of us. Then you can ask the question, why we are doing this? Can I get some responses related to the present efforts? For our livelihood, Chamundeshwari ji is saying, yes, nice. For our livelihood, nice. Yeah, Nirupam Didi want to say something? Yes, Didi. You can unmute my.
yeah Didi, either for livelihood or for happiness. I think there is no any other than these two.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you are doing, you are involved in teaching for livelihood or for happiness? Nirupam Devi is saying, nice. What about others? Most of us may be saying that we are expecting something from this. Like the same question, if you are asking the students, we can see that at the end, there are many things. Expect to become something. They are studying to become an engineer, to get money. And at the end, efforts for a fulfilling life. Are you able to see that? All these efforts are for a fulfilling life, to become happy and prosperous. Are you able to connect the discussion with our own life? Kindly respond. Are we able to connect this discussion with our own life? The efforts, whatever we are doing, these efforts are for a fulfilling life. We want to be happy and prosperous. Nice. So, do we need the continuity of happiness and prosperity? What do you think about this? Do we need this continuity of happiness and prosperity? Yes. Nice. So, if you think that the efforts, whatever we are doing, we all want to be happy and prosperous. And this happiness and prosperity in continuity. So, if you think about each of this present effort, if I list it as one, the present effort, what we are taking, I'm studying, I'm doing my job, I'm working as an engineer, I'm working as a teacher, I'm doing research work, expect to become something. So I want to, if I'm studying, I want to get a job. It can be like that. If I'm doing research, someone may be saying that, yeah, I'm working for my PhD, I want to get a degree. Then someone else may be saying that I am preparing for exams, preparing for IAS exam. So I want to become an IAS officer. So expect to become something. I'm doing volunteering activities in UHV. So there also we can say that expect to become something. So maybe I want to learn many things. I want to explore something more about myself. So many purpose. Each of us will be having different purposes. So expect to become something. So again, we can ask why you want to become an engineer, why you want to become an IAS officer, why you want to get a PhD degree. So expect to do something. So there also we can get the answer. Many answers, like if you ask the students, after getting a job, I want to make my parents proud, or I want to get name and fame, I want to get power, I want to earn more money. Okay, so if you think that you are getting money, you are able to make your parents proud, you will become, after getting an IAS officer, you think that you are able to get respect, you are able to get power, all these things, what do you expect? So we can get this answer, happy and prosperous, happiness and prosperous in continuity. So whatever effort we are taking, ultimately we are thinking that we need to get happiness and prosperity. So you can just think about this. Do you think that this happiness and prosperity is our ultimate aspiration, or is it our basic aspiration? There are many things you can see: present effort, expect to become something, expect to do something, and expect to be happy and prosperous. So at the end, I want to become happy and prosperous, or is it my basic aspiration? Or we can see many things, 1, 2, 3, 4. So which is your basic aspiration? Yes. Nice. Which is our basic aspiration? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Kindly respond. Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? Happiness and prosperity. It's number 4. Are you able to see that it's the basic aspiration? Yes. Nice. So what about 1, 2, and 3? If you are able to see that happiness and prosperity, it's number 4. That as our basic aspiration. What about 1, 2, and 3? Can you see that your basic aspiration is to be happy and prosperous? And if you are able to see this, are you able to see that becoming something, doing something, getting something, these are just the steps to achieve your basic aspiration? I'm doing this present effort. I want to become this. I want to get this out of it. I want to do this. So 1, 2, 3. Are they the steps for basic aspiration? What do you think about this? Are you able to see this? 1, 2, and 3 are the steps for basic aspiration. Nice. Chamundeshwari ji is saying yes. Others can also respond. So if happiness and prosperity, we are able to see it as our basic aspiration, we can also see that 1, 2, and 3 are the steps for the basic aspiration. So you can just think about this question also. Would you like to make sure that the steps you choose will lead to your happiness and prosperity? If we are able to see that happiness and prosperity are our basic aspiration, then do you think that the steps 1, 2, 3, these are the steps for the basic aspiration? Do we want to choose the steps with clarity? What do you think about this? Do we want to choose these steps with clarity? Yes. If you are able to see that our basic aspiration is happiness and prosperity, I'm not looking for it at the end. Even in the present moment, I want to be happy and prosperous. So I can see that 1, 2, and 3, the present effort, expect to become something, expect to do something. These all are the steps for achieving the basic aspiration. So I need to take the steps, I need to choose these steps with clarity. So how would you like to plan your life? 1, 2, 3, 4, plan the steps without being clear of your basic aspiration. So earlier I was thinking that if I'm not aware about my basic aspiration, I'm doing something so that I expect to become an engineer. So what I'm expecting out of it, I want to get some money. So I think that I'll be happy after getting the money. But I'm not sure about that. That's why this question mark. If I'm not able to get this, then also I need, sometimes I may need to change my path. Again, there is a confusion. Some problems are there if I'm not clear about my basic aspiration. So you can just imagine, instead of going this 1, 2, 3, 4, the present moment itself, if I'm happy and prosperous, I can think about this, expect to do something. So what will make me happy? If I do this, I'll be happy. Okay. If I get this, I'll be happy. So what I need to become, expect to become something. It will be more clear because I have the clarity, the present moment I am happy. So accordingly, I can take the present effort. Instead of going this 1, 2, 3, 4, if you are going 4, 3, 2, 1. So what do you suggest? Plan the steps without being clear of your basic aspiration like this, or 4, 3, 2, 1. Develop clarity of your basic aspiration and then work out the steps. So what do you prefer? You can write either A or B. A is 1, 2, 3, 4 and B is 4, 3, 2, 1. So what do you think about this? Yes, Chamundeshwari ji is saying 4, 3, 2, 1. Any of you have any response in reflections? You can raise your hand. Otherwise, also mics are provided to many. You can unmute and speak. Any of you want to say something from your own experience? Are we clear about our basic aspiration? If you are able to see that it is happiness and prosperity in continuity, is there any difference? The efforts we are taking, all the efforts, whatever we are taking, is it with clarity? So, what do you think about this? Any of you want to connect it with your own experiences? Maybe in our college, we can see many students, they are saying that they are not interested in the studies. They may be very good in some other activities, maybe in sports or in music or in some other arts. They just have joined for this course because their parents, they want to make them as engineer. So maybe we will be having such experiences from our campus. So whatever effort they are making, their aspiration is different. They know what will make them happy, but they are doing something else. Do we have some similar experiences to share? Yes. So this is clear. 4, 3, 2, 1. With clarity, if we are sure about our basic aspiration, we'll get clarity about our basic aspiration, then we can work out the steps. So we can plan the steps with this clarity, and we'll be able to know that this is happiness and prosperity in continuity is my basic aspiration. So life without clarity of basic aspiration, what will happen? If the basic aspiration is not clear where you want to reach and stay there, you may be thinking that if I get that, if I'll get this job, if I'll get this promotion, I'll be happy. But then also we can see that, yeah, there are some problems. I'm not able to get that. I'm not sure about my basic aspiration. So the direction of your effort may be keep changing. I'll be looking for some other thing. I may be thinking that if I do that, if I study that, and I'll think about another job, I'll be happy. Every time I'll be changing my path because I'm not clear about my basic aspiration. If you're happy, then also there will be, because of this confusion, you may not know if you have arrived or not. Very likely that there will be a mix of satisfaction and dissatisfaction, happiness and unhappiness. So this is the case with many of us. In our students also, we can see that they are taking effort for something else and they are looking happiness for something else. They are searching for happiness. We also. We are taking effort for some other thing, and every time we are searching for happiness. And in all the efforts, whatever efforts we are taking, we are not happy, we are unhappy. So we can see that gap. We want to be happy, but we are not able to get that happiness. Instead, if you have the clarity of your basic aspiration, you will be able to choose the path with more clarity. So this was the discussion we had in the previous session. If any of you want to say something, I think previous session, the end of the previous session, we were having a discussion about this. And if you want to say something, you can raise your hand. Veda Prakash ji was saying something. Yes. Yes, we can continue with the same discussion.
Am I audible to you, ma'am?
Yeah, yes, sir. You are audible.
So, madam, in the last class, last Wednesday, you were saying that to be happy and prosperous in continuity, we have to move in the backward direction. That means we should choose the path 4, then 3, then 2, then 1.
Yes.
We should move in the backward direction.
Yes.
So that if we move in the backward direction, that means we should do the present effort in the last moment.
It's not like that, Bhaiya. Actually, expect to be happy and prosperous means if I am able to see that happiness and prosperity is my basic aspiration. At
Yes.
the end of all these efforts, I'm not looking for happiness, but even in the present moment, I want to be happy. So the present effort itself need to make me happy.
Yes, yes.
So what then you can think about this, expect to, so for 3, expect to do something. So what will make me happy? If I do that, I'll be happy. So what is this? Accordingly, I can plan this step. Then for that, what I need to do? So for that, I want to become, I have to do this. And towards that, like the example, what I was saying, the student is interested in music and he want to become a musician. And his parents are asking him to go and study engineering. You want to become a software engineer. So that way, his effort is for studies. But he is sure that he will be happy if he can perform. Perform well in music. Accordingly, he can choose his path. Same is the case with each of us. What will make us happy, even though in that student example, he's sure that if he is practicing music and he will be happy. So what will make me happy? If I can excel in music, I'll be happy. If I can perform well in a drama or in dance, I'll be happy. Accordingly, I need to change my efforts. Why I'm spending so much in wasting so much time for many other things? Accordingly, I can choose the steps with clarity. But instead, he may be thinking that, okay, I want to make them happy. I have to do this. I can also do this. So many things we will be doing. So if you have the clarity of the basic aspiration, you can choose the steps with, because 1, 2, 3 are the steps. These steps can be taken, he can choose it with more clarity. That was what I told last class. That was our discussion in the last.
So we mean to say that when we move in the backward direction, that means when we move in the steps 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Yes, Bhaiya. Selecting the steps with clarity. That's what it means. The present effort, whatever I'm taking, I should be able to become something and I should be able to get something so that I'll be becoming happy. And that's what I think now. If I'm not having the clarity, I am thinking like that. But what will happen if my present effort is not leading to, if I'm not able to reach the steps, I'll be unhappy. Are you able to see this? Without this clarity, what the present effort, I think, like the student example, I am studying hard to become an engineer, but I am not sure about the clarity of my basic aspiration. So what will happen if I am not able to, if he or she is not able to become an engineer? Then he may be thinking that, so that's the question mark. What will happen? There is no clarity. So again, he will become unhappy. So he will be looking for something that will make him happy. Are you able to see that, Bhaiya?
Yes, yes. That means when we move in the steps 4, 3, 2, 1, it means that we are always happy. That is the meaning.
Yes, present moment, if I am happy, this is the meaning. You
Yes,
can
yes,
just think about this. If you are happy, actually, we are going to discuss that. If you are happy and if you are unhappy,
yes, yes.
both the situations you can think about when I will be able to take a decision more effective manner. Whether I'm happy, if I'm happy, if I'm unhappy. When I'll get the clarity, when I'll be having clarity in my thoughts, like we see in this figure, the basic aspiration is not clear, it's vague. So aim for the sky, make money and have fun. I'm not sure. I think that this is my basic aspiration. So every time this will be changing. I'll be doing some present effort. I'm thinking that I expect to become something, expect to do something. Without this clarity, efforts may be going here and there. Are you able to see this, Bhaiya?
Yes, yes.
So every time he is not sure, he or she is not sure about the basic aspiration, think that, okay, I'm studying now. If I become the engineer, I'll be happy. When he becomes the engineer, he thinks that, oh, I need to get money. So he may be getting a job. He's not satisfied with the money. He may be thinking that I need to earn more money. Then I'll become happy. Every time searching for happiness. Instead, if he is sure about the basic aspiration, he can plan the steps with more clarity.
Yes, ma'am. Got it.
Okay, Bhaiya?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, thank you, Bhaiya. So, in our UHV student induction program module, we need to ask the students to list out their efforts and list out their aspirations, and we need to facilitate them to understand that our basic aspiration is happiness and prosperity, and the other things, expect to become something, doing something, and expect to get something. All these are the steps for achieving the basic aspiration. Yes. So life with clarity of basic aspiration. So earlier discussion, life without clarity of basic aspiration, many efforts, the direction is changing. But what will happen if we have the clarity of basic aspiration? So our basic aspiration is very clear. Our destination is very clear, where I want to reach. We know our current state. I am able to make a right evaluation of my current state. We can plan the steps that connect and lead to the fulfillment of basic aspiration. Direction is definite. This is my current state. My basic aspiration is happiness and prosperity in continuity. So the direction is very clear. I can choose the steps with clarity. So this will be the case if I'm not having the clarity. It will be going here and there. Direction of effort maybe keep changing every time. Instead, if I have the clarity of basic aspiration, the direction is very clear, goal is very clear, the destination is fixed. So what do you think about our basic aspiration? Each of us? Happiness and prosperity in continuity. Our basic aspiration is definite. So this is more important. It is definite. So the path is definite. Aspiration is definite. Path is definite. It does not keep changing. It will be the same. It seemed to be the same for all human beings. Are you able to see this? basic aspiration, happiness and prosperity in continuity. Is it same for all human beings? Let me get some responses. Is it same for all human beings? Yes. Nice. Yes. Nice. Amarnath ji is also saying yes. Prakash ji, Chamundeshwari ji. Nice. Any reflections? Happiness, your happiness and my happiness. Are you able to see that it's the same for everyone? The feeling of happiness, we usually say that it's the feeling of prosperity. It's the same for everyone. We all aspire for happiness and prosperity in continuity. So thinking, doing something, expect to become something, expect to get or do something, all these are the steps. This is my current state. I want to be happy. I'm present moment itself, I'm happy. So I'll be able to take the steps, I'll be able to choose the steps with more clarity. I'm in a harmonious state. My current state is happy and prosperous. So my direction of effort is, it won't change. I know what I need to do. I have more clarity about the basic aspiration. So I can choose the steps with more clarity. So this also we have seen many paths or only one. So what do you think about this? There is only one path. It's a definite path, means is it only one path or there are different paths? Now that we can distinguish between basic aspiration and the steps or path to fulfill it. Find out what would be appropriate if your favorite path is closed. This is a usual problem we need to discuss most of the time with our students. In our case also. What do you think about this? You may be having a favorite path, and if you see that the favorite path is closed, what will be your feeling? Be unhappy, get depressed, become inactive, or find an alternate path. Is it A or B? If our favorite path is closed, what is your choice? Being unhappy and depressed, or you will search for an alternate path? You can respond. Yes. Nice. We can search for an alternate path. Nice. So the same thing usually first year students, when they come to campus, they may be saying different examples like I want to join that college because many of my friends were in that, but my parents were saying that you can join here, this is a better institution, something like that. So I was forced to join this institution against my wish. So I won't be able to do anything here. I wanted to go to US for my degree, but I was forced to take admission here by my parents. My dreams are shattered. Yeah, this is a common comment. I did not get the branch of my choice. My motivation to study is gone. Yeah, this also. When they are newcomers, I'm not getting the roommate of my choice. I did not get the roommate I wanted. I'm unhappy. So these are many examples, usually for students. So what do you think about this? If our basic aspiration is clear, accordingly you can choose the path. to see where how I'll be able to continue with this basic aspiration. What are the efforts I need to take? Any comments? Any reflections here? Yes, with this this was the introductory session, session 2 in eSIP. So there is a home assignment also. We can just discuss this home assignment. Write your conclusions or takeaways from the session. So can I get some responses, the takeaways from the session? If you remember the thing we discussed from the beginning of the session, it was a discussion on that assignment where we asked the students to write, make a list of your aspirations, achievements, and concerns. And then we asked them to list down the efforts they are taking to achieve these aspirations. Then we discussed the present effort, expect to become something, expect to do something, and expect to be something. And expect to be something is to be happy and prosperous, to see that it's our basic aspiration. So 1, 2, 3, 4 or 4, 3, 2, 1. Which is the basic aspiration and which are the steps? Happiness and prosperity, number 4. If I can see it as my basic aspiration, I'm able to see 1, 2, 3 are the steps. So the present moment itself, if I'm happy, I'll be able to choose the steps with much clarity. So what is the key takeaway from the session? My path is definite. Yes. Present effort. Vedaprakash is saying present effort, achievement, concerns. Yes, Vedaprakash, you can unmute and speak. What do you think as the key takeaway from the session? If you have an yes, Bhaiya.
So the first step we should take is our present effort. I think.
Yeah, I think your voice is not that audible, Bhaiya.
Yes. Am I audible? Hello?
Hello.
Am I audible? Hello? Hello? Am I audible?
Bhaiya, some issue with the voice, I suppose.
Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are unmuted. You can speak, Bhaiya. Let me check.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Ah, now you are audible.
So we should move in the direction. So we should put our present
Oh,
effort.
maybe little more louder, Bhaiya.
So we should put our present effort in the first step.
Okay.
So then the second step is our achievement. I think.
In between, I lost your voice. I don't know.
I think my voice is not reaching you clearly. There is some technical issue.
Not sure whether others are able to hear the voice.
So these are the takeaways: present effort, achievement, and our concerns. And last point is what I want to be.
Bhaiya, I lost your voice. Maybe you can write it in the chat. I can read it out. Okay, Bhaiya? Because you were not audible. Yes, others are also saying not audible. I thought it's my problem. Kindly write it in the chat, Bhaiya. Or maybe you can remove your headphone and you can try. Maybe some issue with the headphone.
Madam, am I audible now?
You're audible, but it's very feeble, Bhaiya.
Problem with my device, I
Yeah, maybe the problem with your mic. Okay. You can write it in the chat box. Okay. Yes. Yes, Chamundeshwari ji, you also have the mic with you.
Namaste, Didi.
Namaste. Namaste, Didi.
Didi, I'm audible, no?
Yeah, perfectly audible.
Okay. Namaste to everyone. I think that the key takeaway from this session, I feel, is that we should know each and every person, irrespective of their age, whatever may be, they should know the basic aspiration, which is happiness and prosperity. So, if they are able to know what is the basic aspiration, then at each and every stage of their life, they can take the correct decision with right understanding, so that at each and every stage they will be happy and will be able also to reach to their destination in a direction in which they can help themselves as well as they can help the others. So I
Very
think that each and every person should have the basic, they should know what is the basic aspiration, right from the, we can say, right from at least the student life. The student also should know what is the basic aspiration. So even if they are not able to go in the direction in which they want, like for example, as we have said previously, if they are not able to get a seat in the college they wanted, they have got it in the other college, but still if they know that at each and every instant my aim is to be happy and prosperous, even in going in that direction, they can be happy and they can reach their destination also. That's what I feel, Didi.
nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you for giving me.
Yes, nice, Didi. Very nice. Yeah, as Didi was saying, this was our key takeaway from the session. Basic aspiration of every human being is same. It is happiness and prosperity in continuity. We want to be happy and prosperous every moment. So, like the student example, if they are not, they are getting unhappy. I am not getting the course of my choice. I am not able to join the place where my friends are studying. So, if he or she is sure about his basic aspiration, he can choose the path which can make him happy rather than getting unhappy and depressed. He can choose an alternate path that make him happy, because my uh, to get more clarity for further steps, he can choose the paths that can make him happy, to remain in that happiness and prosperity continuously every time. Yes, nice, Diti. Thank you. Any other comments? Any other reflections? Any of you want to say something? Vedha Prakashji, you can write in the chat box, or I'm not sure, maybe some issue with the mic. We'll see the question 2.2. Is your basic aspiration really happiness and prosperity or something else? Yeah, all of us. Is it really happiness and prosperity or something else? We can ask the question to students also, because they need to have clarity on this, or many of them may be saying, if they are not getting the clarity, they may be saying something, yeah, maybe if we are getting a different answer from the students, we can help them to explore further, to see that the basic aspiration is happiness and prosperity. So the base, our effort need to be in such a way that we should help the students, we should facilitate the students to explore more. Yes, Vedha Prakash ji is writing, happiness and prosperity is our basic aspiration always. Chamundeshwari ji is also writing. Nice. 2.3. Think about some of those situations where your favorite path to which to what you assumed to be your goal was closed. Yeah, we also have many such situations. What did you feel, think, do in these situations? Write down one of them in detail. Yeah, many of us may be having such incidences from our own life. If you are able to share it with others, it can help others, it can help everyone. Any of you want to share the incident? Yes. Yes, Chamundeshwari Didi.
Didi, here I would like to tell one thing. When I was in 10th class, my mother was bedridden. Um, so my sister was already, my elder sister was there. She was already in the hostel pursuing her higher studies. One younger brother was there. So at that time, I was unable to go to school because I had to always be with my mother. No one was there to look after her. That time, my father told, see, mother is very important in your life. Someone has to take care of her. So you don't think about your studies. You take care of your mother and stay at home. For a moment, I felt my education is going to get disturbed. Then I thought for a while, and I felt that if mother is not there, then what would be my life? So I have to take the right decision. And then my father told, okay, it's your wish. My mother also told, I can take care about myself. Don't worry, you can go to school. At that time, I was 15 years of age. I thought for a while, and I decided that mother is very important. It not only for me, my sister who cannot come leave her studies, who was at a far off place and can take her brother is younger, he also cannot take care of her. So I decided to take care of my mother, and even at that time I did not regret much, because the decision I had taken was about my understanding. I had taken the decision full-fledged. I did everything, whatever I could do for my mother. Within 2 3 months she recovered. Then she told me, by that time I didn't go to school for nearly 2 to 3 months. The board exams were approaching. So when my mother became all right, she told, now 1 month time is there. Why do you want to waste 1 year? You can go ahead and write your exams. That time also, once again, I was thinking what to do now, how can, whether I'll be able to do or not. So I thought again, there was a confusion whether I have to wait for 1 year or whether I have to write the exams. Both my parents told, no, you can do it. You go forward, don't waste 1 year of time. So at that time also, I thought for a while, and I thought, yes, if I am able to do, I have to do it, because it is for my future only they are telling. So I told, okay, don't want to waste 1 year of time. I will do it. For day and night, I struggled hard for 1 month. I wrote the board exams. Finally, I succeeded. And after that, again, the problem which my mother had, that was repeated. So now I had to take a decision to go in which direction. Till that time, I was very fond of biology, and I was thinking of becoming a doctor. But my father told, your mother is frequently suffering from this problem. If you go in this direction, it will take a lot of time for you to settle. You think over, you do polytechnic, so that within 3 years you will be able to get a job and you will settle in your life. So at each and every stage, I had to decide, and always whatever I wanted, I was not getting it. It was going in the other direction. But because of I feel at that time I may not know what is UHV and all, but at every instant of time, whichever direction I was going in, I was happy. So I was taking the right direction. So I went into engineering side. Finally, today I have landed up as a teacher, but still I don't have any regret. So these examples only I am keep telling to my students also. Okay, we wish us something, but if we are not going in that direction, don't get depressed, don't become unhappy. You go in the other direction, try to fulfill, because at each and every instant of time, if you are happy, you can succeed at that point of time and move further. But if you become unhappy and depressed at that instant of time, we will be there only, and we will not be able to move forward also. And with our change of moods, swings and all, we will not only be um, unhappy, but we'll be making all others who are beside us also unhappy. So I felt like sharing this, Didi. That is
Very
why I
nice,
told.
very nice.
Thank you, Didi.
Very nice, Siti. Very nice. Very easily everyone can connect with your sharing,
Uh, okay.
especially the
Thank you, Didi.
decision. Yes, nice, Siti. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Decision what you have taken when you are a child in the 10th standard with your right
Yes.
understanding. That
Yes.
was very important. Very
Yes.
nice,
Yes.
Siti. Yes.
Thank you, Didi.
Thank you. Nice. Yeah, if you are able to share such real life examples with our students, they will be able to easily get connected with it. Very nice. Any others want to share something? Any of you? Any such incidences? Yeah, for me also, when Didi was saying this, I was also remembering one incident from my school, college days, school days. Actually, I did. Yeah, I was also thinking like I need to become a doctor. So when I was doing my pre-degree, actually it was after school, 10th standard, it was pre-degree. Either I can go for biology, maths, and physics, or I can go for biology, uh, physics, and chemistry, or I can go for maths, physics, and chemistry. But my father, he was a botany professor. He told me that, oh, you go and yeah, you have to go take the second group, biology. I was also thinking that, oh, I need to become a doctor. But the same time, I was also thinking that I have an interest towards maths, so I need to study maths also. So I thought that time maths, now our students are having 4 subjects, but during my period, there were only 3 subjects and 2 languages. So maths I took as my fourth option. But during the entrance examination, I was not able to get a good rank that can help me for joining a medical course. And I landed up with engineering. So such incidences can always happen in our life. We think that you want to become this and you are focusing only on this. And if you are not getting that, if you are feeling depressed, definitely it will be in a trouble, will be in a problem. But instead, if that time, yes, as Didi was saying, I was not also aware about the basic aspiration. But if you are aware about the basic aspiration, means it will be more helpful for us to decide where I want to go. Each time I need to think, we need to think about if I'm doing this, whether it can help me in taking a decision which can lead to my basic aspiration, which can lead to my natural acceptance. Yes, nice. Any of you want to say something? Yes. Yeah, everyone is saying excellent sharing. Chamundeshwari ma'am, Shahnara ji, and Vinod Gupta ji. So all of them are saying that your sharing is very nice. Yes, Diti. Nice sharing. Any of you we have only very limited time. Any of you want to share something? Otherwise, we stop the session here because uh, you can think about these home assignments. Usually, since this is the very first session in the UHV module of student induction program, we need to ask them to keep a UHV 1 notebook with them, so that whatever we are discussing here, all the home assignments, they can write in their notebooks, And when during our class also, we can ask them every session they can write. Even for us, we can keep a UHV notebook. I have a UHV notebook with me. I have a journal with me. In each session, whenever I am attending the session, or either I am giving a present, I am conducting a session, the questions I am getting from the participants, I will write it down. It will help us in improving our self-exploration. The same thing we can tell our students to keep a UHV notebook with them, to write down their key takeaway from each of the sessions. They can write the dates and then they can write down the key takeaway today. What is the key takeaway? At the end of every session, there also they can write. The questions discussed in the session also they can write it down. It will help us in improving our explorations. Yes, Vedaprakash ji want to say something? Yes, Vedaprakash Bhaiya?
Am I audible?
Yeah,
Hello.
we can. Yeah, yes, Bhaiya.
Ma'am, where can I get these home assignment questions?
Bhaiya, again some issue with the voice.
Hello.
Yes, Bhaiya.
Where can I get these home assignment questions, ma'am?
Yeah, it's there in the website. We can get all the slides and everything there in the website. Maybe we can. Yeah, I can give you the link also. Parishit Bhaiya, if you are able to provide the link of these slides, it would be helpful in the chat box. Or let me see. Or maybe, or now you can take a screenshot of this. Maybe in the next Wednesday session, I'll provide you the link. Okay, Bhaiya. Now you can take a screenshot of the session. Next Wednesday, I can give you the link of all the slides. Okay, Bhaiya.
Gigi, they have shared the link website in the chat.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Thank you, Bhaiya. Yeah, website, uhv.org website is there so that you will be able to get it. Okay, we'll stop here. Thank you all. Thank you for your sharing discussions. Yes, Bhaiya.
Thank you, Dipari, and thank you all the coursework for your healthy interaction, and thank you, Dipari, for this enriching and interactive session. We certainly like to continue this exploration. So we'll meet again next Wednesday, same time, 7:30 p.m. Till then,
Thank you.
namaste everybody. Namaste.
Namaste.